Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, back for another video, back on Wild Mode for Hearthstone after the Un'Goro expansion, and we are looking at Zoolock here. So how does this deck work? Well, look at the early game. It's like a traditional Zoolock, Flame Imps, Void Walkers, Possessed Villagers, Dark Peddlers, Direwolf Alphas, Nerubian Eggs, etc., including a Darkshire Councilman too. These are cards that you expect to see in a Zoolock, Imp Gang Boss 2. And some of these cards have moved out of standard mode, and you're seeing them in wild mode. But look a little bit further on and we start to introduce some demons. So I guess you could call it Demon Zoo. There's Mal'Ganis, there's the Doomguards. Doomguards you see in traditional Zoolock. But look, one Void Caller. And you've also got Void Terror. Now this is really fascinating. This deck runs Nerubian Egg and Devilsaur Egg, and both of those cards are prime targets for Void Terror, giving you a massive presence on the board, potentially. And let's not forget the Ravenous Petrodax, which can destroy a minion, so ideally a Nerubian Egg or a Devilsaur Egg, and then the Petrodax can adapt twice. You've got some old favourites in this deck. Implosion, which is just RNG heaven, right? How many imps will you summon? And Defender of Argus for a bit of stability and taunt-based power. So you want the early curve, you want to get some of those eggs down as well. Use cards like Power Overwhelming to activate the eggs. Use cards like Void Terror and Direwolf Alpha. So we're going to have a look at this deck in action, 2 different games on the Wild Mode ladder, and let's see how we do. Okay, we're going up against Paladin here. Now, I'm going to keep the Void Walker and the Direwolf Alpha because the initial mulligan is, I guess, like a traditional zoo mulligan. You want a 1 into a 2. We have the coin though, so let's not forget that. But we get the Petrodax, we get the Doomguard. Doomguard, probably not what I'm looking for right about now. Oh, that's good. So now, the Petrodax is going to get value on Nerubian Egg. And we've got a curve, right? So we have the 1 into the 2. We could play the Nerubian Egg on 2 and then coin out the Petrodax on 3. That's one option. And I think that's the option we're going to go for. I'm just looking at positioning here. I'm going to position the Nerubian on the left. Why? Because the Petrodax is going to kill it, and we get the 4/4. So I want my weaker minions on the right and my stronger ones on the left. If that logic makes sense, I think. Oh, hello. It's a Bluegill Warrior. Oh, well, Murloc Paladin. Yeah, trying to snap play the Petrodax there. Nope, had to coin it out first. Now, what do we choose here? +3 health seems reasonable. +3 attack? Oh my god! It becomes a 7/7. Well then, what do we have here? Oh look! A 4-mana 7/7. Shaman, eat your heart out. That's pretty strong. Particularly in a zoo deck. It's very aggressive.
Follow the rules.
Oh, come on. Follow the rules, really? Okay, that's fine. Void Terror, I'm not sure about here. So we just tap. Peddler is a good pickup. And I'm just thinking of positioning here. I think this is fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Direwolf Alpha between the Peddler and the Petrodax. Yeah. I know I say play the weaker minions on the right, but I think this makes sense because the Petrodax is in the middle. I don't know. Maybe I'm messing this up, this positioning up. I don't know. But I think we should be fine. I don't think it's going to matter too much because we have... Well, we've got the Void Terror. And that's going to do some interesting work with that Petrodax.
Reporting for duty.
That doesn't feel too bad. The Nerubian was injured, so making it follow the rules is all right. Implosion here. We'll see if we can hit for 3. Nope. That's my luck. Always hit for 2. Always hit for 2. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're just going to sacrifice it, play around Consecration a little bit, and do less damage on our Petrodax. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't really... It doesn't play around Consecration, does it? 4 of my minions die on the board. Really? He plays that in his Murloc deck? Okay. Rank 14, Murloc Paladin on Wild Mode. Interesting. Okay. This is fine. So we get a 2/8, which is actually really strong. And I'm just now pondering positioning of Direwolf Alpha. It's either on the right or the left. I think we put it on the right. And we'll trade off both of the imps. And the reason we're doing this is next turn we can play Doomguard on the far right, and it will get a buff from Direwolf Alpha. That's pretty strong. Oh, Finley. Okay. What hero power is going to save you now? That's not really going to save you. Oh God. What? Finley has taunt now? Well, that's interesting. How do we break through? 9 health. PO is important here, so we PO first. And Doomguard second. Because we don't want to discard the PO. Actually, we can play that too, right? Because that's at least a minion we can play. Well, actually, do we? No, we Doomguard first because we want to discard the Flame Imp, and of course we don't discard the Flame Imp, we discard the Doomguard. Oh, I was hoping to keep the other Doomguard. I was hoping to discard the Flame Imp and the Void Terror, but obviously not. Oh, I forgot, of course. Taunt minion in the way. Right, well, this is where the Doomguard and the +1 attack really comes in handy from the Direwolf. Do we commit this or not? We may as well. If we need more cards, we can always tap. What am I looking out for here? Equality Consecration? Is that what we're scared of? I mean, Murloc Paladin plays that, right? Or Equality Pyromancer? That's going to do nothing. Yeah, this isn't a traditional Murloc Paladin that just plays the Bluegills and the War Leaders. Yeah, this is a strange version of Murloc Paladin. And in the end, Zoolock winning out with board value and control. Pretty good. Alright, let's have a look at one final game. I have a 1, I have a 2, I have a 3, I have a 4. We can count. That's pretty good. Encouraging. Why am I keeping these cards? Well, I play the 1-drop, I then play Nerubian Egg, and then I can coin out the Petrodax, or I can play the 3-drop. And actually, the Darkshire Councilman changes everything, because now I may just coin that out on turn 2, rather than playing the Nerubian. Interesting. And we're playing against a Druid, and, you know, this is a couple of days into the expansion. I have no idea what kind of a Druid this is, honestly. So it's between the Egg and the Councilman. I think the Councilman is stronger because if he can't deal with it, it's just going to keep growing as we play these other more passive minions like the Devilsaur Egg and the Nerubian Egg. What am I scared of here? Hero power into the Councilman is potentially quite telling. He didn't kill the 1/1, so that's sort of a read. Oh dear, someone's bleeping outside. Someone's not happy. That is a read on swipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get maximum value out of the councilman while I can, and play 2 minions. So I'm just left with something on the following turn after swipe, and one of those minions, the Void Walker, can attack. Okay, yep, he had swipe, we read it. Petrodax gives me Divine Shield? It's pretty decent. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers? Also decent. Now he can't swipe it. Huh, yeah. We've seen one copy of swipe, but yeah, he can't wrath it either. That's important. Oh boy. That's interesting. Oh god. His luck! Moonfire. What is this? Is this some kind of Malygos druid? As we see Moonfire. Okay, we just play the Devilsaur Egg. I mean, it feels like a slow play, right? It feels like a slow play. And the trades there were important, by the way, making sure that we don't injure our Nerubian any more than we have to, so we trade the Petrodax in to the minion that does more damage. Ooh, Fandral. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a slow play with the Devilsaur Egg, but now, we can speed things up. There's options here for Void Terror, options for Doomguard even, but I don't want to play either. I'm just going to double trade here. I don't want to discard my Void Terror. I think we just play the Void Terror now. We just get the stats while we can, right? Yeah, this is really strong. If he has second swipe, my Petrodax dies, but it's fine. Look at the amount of power on this board. This feels really good. It feels much stronger than normal Zoolock that you're used to playing. Nourish for mana. Mulch. Oh wow, from Ravenadel. This dude has solutions and answers for everything, but it doesn't matter. Oh boy. Mal'Ganis. Spawn of Shadows. Huh. Okay. We just play 2 minions here. It's fine. Positioning. Where do I put the egg? I guess I put it on the far right. And I'm actually going to put the wolf there. I'm actually losing out 1 damage here. But I want the egg next to the wolf in this particular circumstance, but I also want the attack buff on the villager for next turn, so yeah, I think it was alright. Is he dead? 9, 10, 11, 12, he's dead. Oh, maybe he's not. Little does he know, I have Doomguard in hand. I also have Spawn of Shadows. So, take your pick. How do you want to kill him? Let's do it the fun way. Are you afraid of the dark? Well, full damage seals the deal. And there we go. This interesting take on Zoolock with both the Nerubian Egg and the Devilsaur Egg. Streaking on the ladder. Yeah. So, what do I think of this deck? There's some cards we didn't see get played. We didn't see Mal'Ganis. Defender of Argus didn't see much value in those games. But it's good to know that those cards are available if you need them. And even something like a Tempo Mal'Ganis often will demand your opponent's attention. He essentially has Taunt, and because they know you play lots of demons in your deck, they'll do everything in their power to remove Mal'Ganis. So Fun deck. If you can get the early curve, like you'd expect in Zoolock, then it's fine. My issue with the deck, perhaps, is that if you're very unlucky as a player, and sometimes I am, no, often I am, my mulligans don't tend to work out very well, and I can see myself ending up with Doomguards and Mal'Ganis and, you know, cards that I can't play, Petrodaxes without anything to work with. I can see that being my opening hand in the future, so you have to get a little bit lucky, but the chances are you should be able to draw at least a 1-drop into a 2-drop, and then you'll be fine. You know, you saw it earlier, we had a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4. That's the kind of thing you're looking for. So, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun, either on standard mode or on wild mode.